Now, in order to move to the UK, you need to get a visa. But to get a visa, you need to get a job. To get a job, you need to get an interview. To get an interview, you need to have an absolutely brilliant CV. And this is where a whole bunch of people fail. I mean, how are you even going to get an interview or get your foot into the door if your CV or your absolute first impression is not very good? Can you help with my CV is probably one of the most common questions I get. And it's obviously not possible because of the number of people asking for help, but I can do something better. I can teach you how you can make a brilliant CV all by yourself, sitting right at home, and help you apply to that job that you've been looking at and help you move to the UK eventually. Now, one of the biggest reasons most people don't make their CV is because it can be really time consuming, or because they don't know what to write, or because they don't know what format to use. Well, today's video helps you deal with all of these three problems in one shot. The solution is called myperfectcv.co.uk, which absolutely help with this. Using this builder, I'm going to show you how you can absolutely create your CV all by yourself within minutes. And in full disclosure, I earn absolutely nothing from either of these websites. I have no affiliation with them. I'm just trying to help. But before we go ahead, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, now's the time to do that. I make content on moving to the UK and what you can expect your life to be like once you get here. So hit that subscribe button, and if you haven't, hit on the bell icon for notifications. Alright, so to start off, click on Create a New CV and pick the template you prefer. I honestly prefer the first one. Now, the color you pick depends on the role you're applying for. For the longest time, my CV has been white and red, simply because I was applying for jobs in the marketing field and that color worked for marketing and also had something to do with my personality, and India, which is more accepting of louder, more vibrant colors. But if you're applying for a job in the UK and you're probably applying for the job of a software engineer or a delivery driver, or perhaps you want something in legal, I would strongly recommend you to go with more sober colors because that's probably what's more expected over here versus a very loud, bright red or orange. If you have an existing CV, you can upload it here with this tool and it'll pull as much information as it can. If not, you can just click Create a New CV. After this, go ahead and fill out all of your personal information. If you're applying from outside the UK, remember to add the international phone code. A fact is that most employers or recruiters decide within the first 6 seconds of seeing your CV whether they want to hire you, whether they want to read the rest of your CV or not. So you have this one shot of making a brilliant impression, which is why this tool helps you improve your CV by giving you suggestions all along the way. Start off with your latest experience, the place that you currently work in or you last worked in. Now, basis my role, which is a brand manager, it throws up suggestions of what I can actually fill in, which is brilliant. What you can do is run through all of these suggestions to see which of these suggestions is relevant to you and add them to your CV with tweaks. If you'd like to write something completely on your own, that works too. Do this for all of the experience that you've accumulated over the years. Next up, it'll ask you to fill in your education. Once again, starting with the most recent one. They say if your education is more than 10 years old, you don't really need to add it, but I kind of disagree. I would still add your graduation and your post-graduation degrees because I still do think they matter. Next up, fill out your skills. And again, this is brilliant because they suggest keywords that are looked for by recruiters basis your job title. After this, all you need to do is fill out your summary. And if you need help with that, that's available too. Isn't that brilliant? If you'd like to add any extra sections, it's very easy to do so. And that's it, you're done. If you'd like to go back and change the format or the color or edit any of your sections, you can do that too. Now, because both of these websites offer a ton of services, they charge you a small nominal fee, which you can choose to pay. But if you want a CV that's absolutely free, something that you do not need to pay for, here's another option. Head over to read.co.uk and use the CV builder over there. It's fairly simple. You just fill out your personal information and your work experience like we saw in the previous tool, but in this case, because it's free, there's no suggestion or help that the tool throws up. And like in the previous case where you saw, you can go in to add your skills, the educational experience you have, and anything that you think might be of interest to the recruiters. And that's it. Wasn't that really, really simple? That's all it requires to make your CV to apply for jobs in the UK. Isn't that brilliant? Now, in case you're looking for help on getting that job or landing that job in the UK, you can simply check out this playlist I've created to give you all the help possible.